What's up, warriors? Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so, click on the link that says subscribe for more content. Nay. This week it taught me the big lesson that the things that we want to do versus the things that we need to do. And I chose to do some of the things that I wanted to do as opposed to the things that I needed to do, because I didn't realize the impact that it will make for the things that I needed to do not being done. So I pretty much, instead of doing the things that I needed to do to get to my goals, I did the things that I wanted to do. And then I realized that that was not going to get me anywhere, because it put me in the situation where I already procrastinated, and then I feel like I didn't accomplish anything. And that was because I let my wants over my needs. And one of the things that I know, that if you want to be successful at anything, you need to sacrifice. And some of the sacrifices involve the things that we want to do. Even if it's something that could be minor, but even though you're in the feeling of wanting to do it, it could affect you, because then the consequence of not putting the time on the things that you wanted to do to get closer to your goals is there. And so I realized that just because I want to do something does not necessarily mean I need to do that thing. Sometimes we want to do things, but those are just temporary feelings. The wants come from feelings of wanting to do or not missing out. And that's what I felt, because I wanted to do those things that I missed out, because I thought that I was not going to be able to do them again. But that's a problem, because we don't want to get to that point that we feel like we need to do everything just because it's there. I am the type of person that likes to get things done. And when I don't get things done, I beat myself for it. And so you guys will see in today's training that I put myself in the situation where I did the things that I wanted to do, and then it left me frustrated because I didn't accomplish the things that I wanted, that I knew that I needed to do. And so there's discipline. There has to be a lot of discipline involved. It's like in MMA, you have to do the conscious training of your reps. If you don't consciously train your mind to do the hard things, then you will never get them done, and you will never get closer to your goals. Sometimes the things that you don't want to do are good for you. And I realized that because I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do, and then when I did them, I didn't feel so good about it, because now I didn't do what I needed to do. And that's what I'm saying. When it comes about MMA, we always do things that make us uncomfortable, but that's only because they're gonna make us grow. We start off with, like, let's say the jab and then the cross, and then we get comfortable with the jab, cross, and then we start with the hook, and then after we get those basic components of MMA, then we move on to the fancy stuff, like doing the combos. And then when it comes about that, it's like it gets harder every time, because now once you get those reps, then you have to use them against somebody else, and then that's where you keep growing and growing and growing. And so when it comes about real life, I realized that the small little reps that are necessary, like the fundamentals, are getting that discipline to do the things that I don't want to do necessarily just because they're hard. And just because they're hard does not mean that they're impossible to do. And that was another thing of mine, that I felt intimidated by the fact that they were difficult. But then that does not help, because now I'm putting myself back and pushing myself back, because I don't want to do those things because they're hard, and that's not the way to do life. Life will always get hard, but we always got to keep going, right? So I realized that, and then you guys will see in my training, when I get frustrated, sometimes I cry. And it's because I want to do those things and I know I can do them, but sometimes I beat myself for it. So enjoy. stop when I want to. I don't stop when I don't feel like I can. I stop when I'm done. I'm crying out for frustration because I know that I can do it, but I let my overwhelm take over, and I let the pressure take over my emotions. So I get frustrated because I want to be perfect, and then I think that I know everything, but I really don't know the answers, and it's okay to ask for help. So when the pressure was on, I still had options. It wasn't over. I look like shit. Yep. Training should never be easy. If it's easy, then you're not working hard enough. And ever since I started, it has never been easy. That's why I continue to do what I do. It was supposed to be more motivational, but I can't stop. This is my emotional side because I really want this. And shit like this is gonna happen. This emotion is more so I believe in myself, but I still let a lot of things get in the way. And then sometimes I can't think straight, I can't find the openings. I can't use a technique like I know it, my body knows it, but my mind stops it from executing because I'm too focused on being overwhelmed and frustrated. My coach always says, it's like, whenever you show me that you're weak, I'm gonna show you that you're not weak. And I go through this shit. Shit. But it's still fucking worth it. I found a place that always makes me feel all kinds of emotions. But at the end of the day, it just makes me stronger. It makes me happy. Sometimes the happiest things are one of the hardest things. That my coach does not take it easy on me. And he's never gonna take it easy on me because he believes in me. So here I am, and I'm not gonna stop. Hey, thanks for watching the clip. Look out for more content.